Vegas. It's the Steelers and the Raiders, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Heward up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scott. And in a while, we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent this conference in the Super Bowl?
All of these coaches and players preach all season long.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
2nd and 6 now. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Throwing off the play fake here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They send the tight end in motion. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Holding left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. And the Steelers go in nickel, 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They go play action here. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Steelers have it, headed the other way. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
And such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
So here are the Steelers now, taking over for the first time. And they'll have a veteran leading them out. It's their 9th-year quarterback.
And he doesn't have the advantage he usually does coming off a bye week. Both these teams came in here well rested after a Sunday away. Of course, That means an extra week of prep work for this defense, too. So he's got his work cut out for him to find ways to attack him today.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
And a measure of revenge here. That one's wrapped up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. This time it's a passing play. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Oh, he nearly coffin cornered that one. Just a little too far, and it's out of the side of the end zone for a touchback. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. They lost it in enemy territory their last time out. Never a spot you want to fumble. So I imagine, Brock, it's going to be 2 hands on the football as they return to the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. Extra man in the secondary for the Steelers. 3rd down coming up. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Galloping inside the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. Go. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. He'll throw it. This one falls incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So now it's 2nd and long. They send a man in motion. Throwing on 2nd and real long here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down around the 34. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 3rd down.
After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. Pass play coming here. Short pass brought in. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Dump off caught by his back. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. They'll throw it again. Pass it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 2nd down.
Penalty drops him at the 1, so they've got a couple of shots left at it. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. Just not quite enough to break the play, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1. They'll try it with him again. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Raiders go up 6-0 here in the 1st. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their 2nd drive of the game. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Need better results here on 2nd and goal from the 10. Now looking to throw. This throw is caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Las Vegas right after this. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. Shotgun now on third down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Raiders back out on offense. They're running back headed out once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Handoff now from the gun. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll try and throw it here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 3rd down.
After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. A tight end in motion now. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Steelers returning their offense and this running back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. You've got a man in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. That one's complete over the middle. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
Here's a give up the middle. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. From the 43. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running the back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Steelers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick six. Need short memories here as they head back out. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Man in motion here. First down, he takes the snap. Getting out to his left. Now he takes it. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. First down from the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And they pick it up. Still got a chance at a touchdown. Ooh, let's give him a second there. Give him a sec. I'm going to imagine his heart's probably going, what, 150, 160 beats per minute right now, Brock, after nearly losing that fumble.
Yep, and it wasn't just a ball he dropped there. It was at least 3 points, too. But fortunately, that ball stays with him in the red zone. And now I'm really curious.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The kicking team out there for the Steelers. And here they go to send it away. Evans now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. A give now from the gun. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They give it to him again. And this one doesn't go far. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Finds his man over the middle. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely
Personal
against
foul.
the defense.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Play action on 1st down. He's got a man left. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
False start, offense.
So the penalty is going to back him up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. Throw on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. And they're a touchdown back, Brock, as they take over down 21-14. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Simple dive up the middle. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2. From the 41. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
False start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to get him up to the midfield stripe with that run. Gets them 6 yards and back on the positive side of things. It's now 2nd and 9. So through a flurry of points, we have hit the 2-minute warning. The Steelers in possession. They put a receiver in motion here left. Here we go, 2nd and 9. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
3rd and long for him here. Looking slant route, complete. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Never a good time to rough the passer, Brock, but 3rd down, that hurts even more. Gives him the 1st. Here's a throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
They motion a receiver left. 2nd and 10 now. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag.
Defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing it again here. And he makes the catch. Did he get both feet in? No! Oh, so close to 6. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers tie this game at 21. The kicking team out there for the Steelers, and here they go to send it away. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Raiders headed out on offense. Little time remaining in the half. And we're down inside 50 seconds to play. Enough time to at least get into field goal range. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds a man, right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Second down, looking for options. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that 1st down play. Throwing now from the gun. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that
Personal
throw
foul.
and drew the
Roughing
instant
the passer.
flag.
Defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
Short pass brought in, and he works this to the 38 before going down. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. They motion the tight end over. Here's 2nd and 5. That one's complete right side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. They are throwing it again. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're now halfway through deciding who's going to rep the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll kick you over now to Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman. Coach, take it away.
But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today.
and it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Out comes Pittsburgh. Its offense has it to begin the third quarter. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. It's an option right that begins this drive. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And they scoop it up. They can still run with it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Plowing up the middle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. From the gun, here's a handoff. Breaks the tackle, still going. It's an 8-yard gain, and things looking a whole lot better now. 3rd and 3 upcoming. Back-to-back carries here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said...
Oh, he breaks another tackle. Oh, lost the football. And they pick it up. Still got a chance at a touchdown.
Holding, offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
On 2nd and 9. And that falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will tie things up in the third.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Here's Carter on the return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points.
Go!
Back now, pressure on its way. He completes it in traffic. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
At the Steelers' 44-yard line.
Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Ready, Bronco switch. Ready, go.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
To throw here on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
And 7 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Motioning in the tight end now. Here's 2nd and 2. Has it down close. He has the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Drive starts with an option, right side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cape, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Connecting on the slant. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Setting up a throw. He's going to push one deep down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Raiders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. First and 10 from the 41. Throwing it to start this drive. Fights up for tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Steelers have it, headed the other way.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
The Steelers are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Steelers first down. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding, offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to the well again. Broke through the tackle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Raiders bringing out a couple extra defensive backs for third down. They're in the dime. Throwing from the gun here. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. No return on that punt. And it'll be Raider football. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for Raiders first. Putting a receiver in motion. Play action on first down. Connects on the crosser. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They send a tight end in motion. Throwing from the gun. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's brought down, but there's
Personal
some
foul.
laundry on the
Roughing
field.
passer, defense.
Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Handoff now out of the gun. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Raiders have it, hoping to close out a win and advance another round. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They send a man in motion. They'll try and punch it in. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding, offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Running for it again. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Here's a give straight up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Complete out to the right. Keeps himself upright. To the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down. Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. They've got a man in motion. They go play action on 1st. Finds him on the crossing route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At their 49-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on 2nd down, and they need 2 here on 3rd. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag.
False start, offense.
So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Steelers will take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Man in motion, headed right. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, I don't even know sometimes what it means to bow up, but that's exactly what the defense did. I do know this. It means stopping that offense in critical situations and forcing a 4th down. Now let's see whether or not this offense wants to gamble.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be their football coming up. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They did it! He made the interception! And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So as it tends to do, roughing the passer comes at the worst time possible for this defense. That interception goes away.
Yeah, and that is such a lonely place as you finally hit the quarterback, but you look next to you, you see the penalty flag, and you know right away. And then to see your buddy on the other end get a pick nullified, it's a lose-lose situation.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They've got first down from the 31. Handoff now from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he
Ball
provoked?
start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. He's going to throw this one. Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing ground on first and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still second down.
So the penalty takes some of that distance away. Things tightening up here for second and goal. They give it to him again. And this time he gets it done. Touchdown! The Raiders go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on first down, they go right back to the ground and score just one play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that first down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders double their lead to 14. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Airing it out to start this drive. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense.
Holding.
That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Running back sent in motion. First down, he'll throw it. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They get 22 on that one. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. To throw it on first down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Raiders are tackled just beyond midfield following the interception.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, With the third interception, man, he is killing his team.
This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And they have leaned on him to get this offense to the end zone in the game, and he's delivered. He's hit pay dirt 3 times. Part of a really nice game for him so far, Brock. Been returning good value on the looks that he's been getting. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll run here from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, here we go. Second down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
47-yard line.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. A give now from the gun. Gets to space right side. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Give now to the running back. Scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Steelers offense headed out. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They kick the running back in motion. From the 39. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that
Personal
throw
foul.
and drew the
Roughing
instant
the passer.
flag.
Defense.
Man, there's no way around this, Brock. They had that offense exactly where they wanted them, and the penalty gives them a whole lot more breathing room.
Yeah, I'm thinking of the late, great Dennis Green. He said it perfectly. We had him right where we wanted, and we let him off the hook.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Motion man sent left. Throwing it again here. Finds his man over the middle. And he gets this forward to the 19. They've got to keep moving quick here. Gets him on the in route. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Still sticking with the passing game. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for them. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Raiders have their offense back out there. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
He's down to a knee, and they have done it. They're going to be playing in the Super Bowl.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.